I just left ERT from CMI Fox, a little down, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how to look for help or any place to go. My case manager pretty much showed me how to use the resources of my phone to get there because I haven't had one in 10 years. And this is the first place I came to. That day was really hard. I had to get on the bus and really try to figure out my life from there because when you're in a halfway house, you got to pay the rent. And when you don't pay the rent, you've done all this time, you're in fear that they're going to regress you and you're going to go back to prison.
As a previous social worker, I had lost my way and got addicted to meth and ended up in prison for a while. During that time, I realized that this can happen to anyone.
The whole time I was in prison, I had a plan about coming out of prison and being successful, reintegrating back into society, because sometimes it's not easy. It's never easy. You know, and it took me a long time. I had to get to a point, you know, I used to have negative affirmations. I would look in the mirror and say, "You dummy, you big dummy," or something worse than that. And you know, when I started having positive affirmations, I'd look in that mirror and I'd be like, "Hey man, you're doing well. Life is gonna be good."
Marginalized people just kind of like, you know, some people don't have fair shots.
Yeah.
So some people, I mean, just going back in retrospect and seeing that some people don't have fair shots at life, and you know, people are at a disadvantage from the beginning a lot of times, and so that disadvantage that people were in from the beginning shouldn't be something that plagues their entire life. And there's a lot of ways out, a lot of ways. And I like the fact that I can work for an organization that offers some of those ways out. We don't have the answer to everything, but we do have resources that can help people with some of those basic things like housing, employment, education. We also have staff members who actually care about people's well-being, so we really actually want to see the process through. We're not just here trying to get outcomes and good numbers to make ourselves seem good, but we're actually doing good work. We're genuinely invested in people. So I like to think that we go beyond, you know, what the job description is in many ways. Yeah, so my name is Ved Price. I am a case manager here at St. Francis Employment Services. I like to say care manager though, because case kind of sounds institutional. We do a lot of things here. We help people get employed. We help people get housed. We help people transition out of incarceration and homelessness into a lifestyle that is more self-sustainable and self-sufficient. We try to give people the tools that they need to feel empowered.
My name is Chris Carter, and I did 10 years. And I'm not only just a graduate, but I'm a guest here at the St. Francis Center. He asked me a simple thing to do. Call me either once a week, once a month, and show me your paycheck stubs. And that was it. That's not even hard. He didn't say you have to appear in front of me. He just said, "Hey, can you do this? And I can help you." And he helped me through that whole part. And now I'm becoming an informant with Kiewit, and I'm looking to be a lifetime worker for Kiewit until I retire. And I haven't had any troubles and just stay right on the right path. And St. Francis really helped me with that.
My name is Julianne Richardson, and I've been with the Employment Department of St. Francis Center for 5 years now. And I love what I do. I get to build relationships with people, and I come from a place of experience where I believe that change is possible and that we should all be helping one another and treating each other with respect and dignity. And I think St. Francis Center, that's something that we pride ourselves on. We treat everyone individually and with respect. And it is great to get to know people and go through a journey with them and cheer them on along the way. And so I'm really lucky to be a part of what St. Francis Center does. It's a really special line of work.
My name is Garrett, 57 years old. done a lot of time in the Colorado State prison system. In this 3-month period of time, I'm receiving help with housing, which is a big part. That's a big part. Right now, with what's going on with COVID, it's hard to find a place in Denver. And rents are, for somebody coming out of jail, it's hard. It's hard to save money to get a place. St. Francis is the kind of place that you come and do. Their PI program, they will help you get a place.
The PI program at St. Francis Center is a housing program. It supports clients that have come out of incarceration and are looking for housing. This is a program that will benefit a person like you. So St. Francis is here to help you, get into apartments, get into a house that you can afford. My name is Ronnie Anika, and I am the program director for St. Francis Employment Services. Our role here is to, support guests that are transitioning from prison, that are transitioning from the justice system, those on parole and those on probation. We also support clients or guests that are experiencing homelessness. We have orientation every Tuesday and every Thursday at 9. So first timers are encouraged to come in on those days so that they first get the orientation. And once they get the orientation, then they get into the program they desire to get into. We let the clients or our guests make the decision.
My name's Rick Stanton. I'm a case manager here at St. Francis Center Employment Services. I work with individuals that are currently experiencing homelessness or are justice involved, coming out of jail, who are in halfway houses, or coming out of prison as well. The struggle is real. I have lived experience now. So I was so grateful for St. Francis Center to give me that chance to do case management and continue to work with people that are in the system and that need inspiration.
When I was in prison, I thought about St. Francis, and actually when I got out this time, I contacted 5 different programs because I wanted to see which one would help me the best. And I landed on St. Francis, and I'm glad that I did. Hands down, this is the best program out of the 5 that I just mentioned.